heart of downtown Orlando. It's a City Arts Factory. We're here every third Thursday. We're going to have a blast. Michael, you ready?
I'm ready. Anything is possible at this point.
Anything is possible. We're a great team. We'll see you guys in the Artist Lounge. Now, my gosh, tell me the hunting story behind this.
This was actually based off another painting that's featured in the show right now. It's done by Nicholas Boyd. And when I saw the painting, I was like, oh my God, you have to make this in real life. That's too perfect to not make a real one. He's like, I'm not making that. You can make that. And I was like, all right, I guess I will.
So, my God, like, where do you start with something like this? You find, like, you just cut off all your hair and dye it blue, or what did you do?
As far as the fur goes, I actually bought the fur on an internet website that sells, they call it monster fur. And yeah, it's really soft. I got like a yard of it, and I made a pattern. I wrapped tape around it and just kind of cut it off in little sections and used that as a pattern to cut off the fur. And then it got glued on there.
This would be like the perfect thing to hide in like a library, and you just pull on one of the antlers, and then boom, secret door everywhere, and it's Dr. Seuss land.
Now, guys, tell me a little about the story of how this kind of came together with, the marriage thing. You only see a lot of people combining art. You don't. Usually, it's like one person's doing the one thing, one person's doing the other thing. But now, how did this come together?
I usually paint, and I had started a green group at Imagineering, and they gave me some placards from the Japan exhibit, and I brought them home, and it was the first time my husband and I ever collaborated, and we were really happy with the results.
We wanted to see if we can do stuff together, because we've done stuff apart before, and so it's kind of a collection of both of our styles.
What inspired you to draw these faces?
A lot of my stuff has to do with cycles and patterns in people's lives. So just having a repetition of like the same face, but then everybody kind of carrying on with a different pattern to their own life is kind of like the inspiration behind this. Oh, wow. Everybody just kind of goes through transitions and stuff like that. So that's really kind of the broad strokes of what I try to portray in my artwork.
It's a peaceful place where you can retire to yourself, and it's a story that's untold.
It is more now, I think, than it ever has been. And I love what artists are doing, but then as myself, I don't know if I'm going against the grain or not. I guess I'll find out. But I just decided to trust in the fact of my own vision of what I see, and understanding that I'm doing it in an honest way for myself. And I think that has a potential to translate to other people living right now.
Michael Sanborn. Michael, my goodness. Looking at your artwork here, we're back in the Keeney Quigley Community Gallery. What are you showing off to everybody this month?
Well, I'm showing off some work that I did for a children's book that I'm working on. My daughter, Ruby June, and I came up with the story together.
Your daughter's name is Ruby June?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, and then you get to put her in one of the paintings.
Yes, and she enjoys it very much.
Oh, great. Let's look at this one here. This is Ruby June sharing her lunch. Who are some of the other characters, if you could bring us through here? Because I know everybody watching at home is going to want to come down here and maybe know a little bit more about the characters. Could you give us run the gamut here of who we have, the key holder guy?
This is actually the Empress. She is making a decision. She obviously has a key, and then there's the rose. So I tried to invest some pretty potent symbolism into some of these pieces. I didn't want to spell it out. I allow you to bring what you want or what you have inside of you to the piece and kind of find some meaning on your own. So obviously the key can mean different things, the rose can mean different things.
Tell us about your artwork.
Well, this stuff right here, most of this was done in the last 2 weeks.
Most fun. We have to zoom in on this guy because almost the majority of your work tonight with steel and wood involves teeth, man. Yeah. Do you just hang out inside of a dentist's dump
people's teeth? I beat the tooth fairy up every night. Steal his loot. But I actually found these at a yard sale. It's kind of lucky chance. Yeah, I make stuff with what I have at the time.
Where do you start with something like this? It's got to be the question. And
well, like this, as well as this one here, I start with a sketch. I actually have some marker and ink stuff, and I kind of just do some doodles. And these are sketches in themselves too. I don't really plan it out too much. I kind of just get my plasma cutter out, cut shapes out, and then piece it together. So.
Now, with this guy, did you encounter a crazy bunny, or were you watching Donnie Darko a lot?
Well,
I love the movie,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and that's saying like with that I get a lot of Alien references.
Oh,
so,
yeah, we
you
gotta
know,
go over that one.
I love H.R. Geiger too, so you know, I think that does influence it, not directly. It's just what I have liked along the way.
I'm here with Steph right now. She is a Fuse artist. We are in the Fuse Artist Lounge, and she's about to do a little fresh piece live. Only real skill can do that. Now tell me, Steph, well, like how long you been doing art?
Since I was about 4 years old.
Okay. Yeah. And you said, what's your medium of choice? You were telling me before.
Acrylic paint. It's quick. It dries fast. It's very instant gratification, which I love. So.
Hey, don't be all.
Absolutely. The Avant Gallery is somewhat new, so we've been able to have more artists participate by having smaller enclaves, alcoves, where they can rent space for a lower rate and obviously get more great art out and, you know, just more excitement for everyone and inspiration.
Jessica Beers, my gosh, rep for this area. Just an all-around lovely person.
Thank you.
How's your third Thursday been?
My third Thursday has been fabulous. I just got here. Yeah, it's been great so far. It's Orlando. I think tonight's been probably iconic because, for one, it reinforces the fact that Orlando is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So Orlando's awesome. We bring in local artists. We bring in Fuse. We bring in our local team to kind of mix up a little bit of the fun. Do we mix up the mundane? We don't want everybody to have a horrible time at work every day, and we want them to have fun, enjoy life, and just enjoy their surroundings. So Fuse can be a part of that. So we're kind of a blend of everything. So as far as supporting the community, we're here. We're having a good time, and we're watching fun artists mix things up with some fruit and blue and water. And
Now, since I learned about Fuse a little while ago, I have seriously replaced orange juice in the morning. So boom,
good deal.
toss in one of these bad boys, and it's got 3 different types of vitamins, if not more, right?
AC and E.
A, C, and E. My gosh. And sometimes potassium.
A little bit.
It doesn't have to end for you guys because down here at the City Arts Factory, they're going to be displaying the art all the way up until next third Thursday. So you've got a full month of enjoying it, and maybe you might run into some of the artists, some of the ones you've seen tonight, and some of the other ones in the different galleries you didn't get a chance to see. So yeah, Michael,
Yeah, I was
what
going
else?
to say, like I was telling you before, all these artists that you saw interviewed tonight, a lot of them you can find their websites. Please support the arts, man. Please buy their art. Please just support it, and please come out and see them here at the City Arts Factory, because
That's right.
this is where dreams come true. And that's an epic statement, but I think it is valid.
Dreams have to start somewhere.
They have to start
Not
somewhere.
just on pillows, but on canvases.